everyone. I'm Susan Luna Hazelwood, and I am the new director of the Crawford Alumni Center. So if something happens tonight that is not exactly the plan, we'll just blame it on the fact that I'm still new, okay? Great. All right. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the 2023 Evening of Excellence. Tennessee Tech Homecoming has always been one of my favorite times of year, as a child, a student, and as an alum. I'm thrilled to be a part of it in a new way. We are grateful to have you all here to celebrate homecoming, recognize our alumni from the graduating class of 1973, and honor 5 of our outstanding alumni. None of this would be possible without the leadership of the President of Tennessee Tech University. Thank you for being here tonight, President Phil Oldham and First Lady Carrie Oldham. I also want to recognize President Bob Bell and Gloria Bell. There they are, yes. Thank you for being here. Please join me in welcoming to the podium President Phil Oldham.
Thank you, Susan, and welcome to everyone. This is always a great occasion, and it's wonderful to honor these individuals tonight. And first of all, let me start out by congratulating each one of our honorees for this evening. There's a lot to be proud of about Tennessee Tech, but it really starts and stops with people, and you represent the very best of us. So congratulations to you and your families, and just thank you for letting us honor you in this way this evening. I also want to give a special thanks to those Golden grads that are with us tonight for the first time from the class of 1973. You know, when I started this job as president, I didn't have much in common with the 50-year grads, but I'm getting closer. And so, the 1973 I remember fairly well. But it was interesting when I was looking back. Does anybody know what the inflation rate was in 1973? No, it wasn't quite 19%. It was actually 9.6. So doesn't make today look quite so bad, does it? But it was a very active year. The end of the Vietnam War, thank goodness. Skylab was launched, first U.S. space station. Secretariat won the Triple Crown, first Triple Crown winner in I think 26 years. Anybody remember Watergate? The Watergate scandal broke. The Godfather was the picture of the year. It's interesting, it's still pretty popular even today. Does anybody remember the Battle of the Sexes? All right. Was that Diane? So Billie Jean King and Bobby Riggs. I actually had the honor, Carrie and I had the honor of meeting Billie Jean King in Houston, of all places, this last spring. So that was interesting. UCLA won the last of 7 consecutive NCAA men's basketball championships. Anybody remember who they beat? Memphis State. The last year of Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In, the World Trade Center opened. KISS performed their first concert. And guess what the number 1 album was? Freebird, Leonard Skinner. Little piece of trivia. Did you know the drummer for Leonard Skinner was a Tennessee Tech student? Artemis Pyle. Yep, so a neat Tech connection. Let's see. All in the Family was the most popular TV show. Gasoline was 39 cents a gallon. Eggs were 69 cents a dozen. The average house cost $32,000. And you could buy a Plymouth Duster for anybody who wanted a Plymouth Duster. You could buy a Plymouth Duster for $14,000. But probably of most interest to some of us here, the Tech women's basketball team was in their 3rd season that year. They finished with a record of 24-6 And our own Diane Murphy was, I think, a GA on that team. Is that correct, Diane? So that's great. It's great to have you back on campus, and we really appreciate what you represent of Tennessee Tech. And so thank you for coming back and sharing your time with us. There's a lot of great things going on here on campus now that I could touch on, and I'll do it really briefly. Hopefully you've had a chance this weekend to see around campus, visit some of the old places that were familiar to you, and hopefully see some new ones that weren't here at that time. I think you'll find that this is a campus that's very much continuing to grow and blossom and really continue to come into its own as a really great university, not just regionally but nationally. So we brought in another large freshman class this year, just short of 2,000 freshmen, 1,988 students. We had a total enrollment head count of 10,177. So our enrollment continues to grow, and we have actually we're 1,000 applications ahead of this time last year for next fall. So that's going really well. The construction that you've no doubt seen, the Ashraf Islam Engineering Building is nearing completion. That's a 100,000 square foot, about $65 million building. That should be turned over to the university around next April. So we're excited about getting into that. We have another engineering building in final design, the Advanced Construction and Manufacturing Engineering Building. Johnson Hall, I know some of you here are interested in Johnson Hall. Johnson Hall has been funded for a full renovation, so the College of Business has been temporarily relocated over to Foundation Hall for a couple of years as that renovation takes place. The Peachtree Road that runs through the middle of campus is becoming all pedestrian. And so that project is nearing completion. It should be done in about 3 months. Excited to get that back involved. We got a new residence hall in design, and we are going to build a new football stadium. So we're gonna, So we are, sometime after this season, probably late next spring, we will be tearing down the west side of Tucker Stadium and start a rebuild on the west side. We're not just adding buildings, though. We're adding programs. We've launched a new supply chain program in the College of Business in partnership with Averitt Express here in Cookeville. We're relaunching a bachelor's degree in nuclear engineering. We are also bringing back a master's degree in industrial engineering, and we have just launched a new PhD program in higher ed administration. So a lot is going on. Research is in that mix as well. We've nearly quadrupled the funded research on campus over the last decade. We surpassed $36 million in funded research this past year, and we're close to our previous goal of about $40 million. So we hope to pass that this year. We actually just received a couple of weeks ago announcement of the largest research grant in the history of Tennessee Tech at $10 million. So a lot of good work going on in scholarly research, funded research, and shows the relevance of the work that we're doing. But I will say for alums, I think what you're probably most interested in is how, how is Tech the same as it was when you were here? And let me tell you, I think in terms of its core values and what we're focused on here, it's exactly the same. We're focused on students. We have the same value proposition that was present when you were students, and that is to get our students through a great education, have a great college experience, be well prepared for career, and be able to get into that career without carrying a lot of student debt. So we have the lowest student debt in the region. About half of our students graduate 100% debt-free, but we also command the highest starting salaries of any public university in Tennessee. So it's a great value proposition, and that really, it's all about the students, putting students first and making it personal, because that's the nature of Tennessee Tech. Always has been, I think, and it always will be. So thank you for being here tonight. Again, congratulations to all the honorees. Congratulations and wings up from Tennessee Tech. Hope you enjoy the rest of the weekend.
Thank you, President Oldham. The Board of Directors of the Alumni Association are some of Tech's most loyal advocates and ambassadors. They give their time, talents, and resources to serve Tennessee Tech and the Alumni Association. Please welcome the Chair of the Alumni Association Board of Directors, Dontrell Baines.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. All right. Happy Saturday. Happy homecoming. How was everyone this afternoon? All right. I'm going to speak as if we're family, because Tennessee Tech has proven to be my family since the day I stepped on campus in 2005 as a 17-year-old. I'm going to go off key a little bit. So I came to this university on a full ride football scholarship. I had no idea who I was. I had no idea what I would be as a person, as a man. I was a boy when I got here. I left here as a 21-year-old with an education, with an accounting degree, with no debt at all. So I very much appreciate that. I was able to purchase a house within the first 3 years after graduating. So I love this university. I want me to be able to, and also the rest of the board, to be able to prove that and show that, and also continue to push that along with being able to just have that with the students and with the alumni, and have the alumni be able to do what I've been able to see them do while I was at this university. I want to start off by saying thank you for the opportunity to speak today to everyone. I'm extremely happy to be here in front of all you amazing Tech alum, family, and friends. When I was elected the chair of the Alumni Association, I wanted to make a point to emphasize the importance of the relationships we have at Tech, and encourage everyone to expand those relationships as we grow in our profession and in our lives. Please be sure to participate in one of the many activities that we have planned. This year we have the Titans game on December 3rd against the Colts that we will be partnering with the Titans. We additionally have a partnership with the Memphis Grizzlies in the spring, where we'll be having a basketball game that we'll be able to be there in Memphis with the Tennessee Tech. We'll be able to have that partnership. So we're looking forward to having all of the alumni be able to show up and participate in that. We are always looking for ways and opportunities to keep the alumni engaged and participating in events that are located in the metropolitan cities in the South. Even though I feel that there are a lot of things that we can achieve with the Alumni Association Board, I would be remiss to not acknowledge the leadership in which I've learned from, and to this day still call for advice and for guidance. In June, we had 4 long-time board members complete their time on the Alumni Association Board of Directors. 3 of those members are with us tonight. Becky Magura, Lynn McSpadden, and Randy Wilmore. Please make your way to the front. On behalf of the university and the Alumni Association Board of Directors, we'd like to thank you very much for your service. I am also grateful to have some of my fellow board members here tonight. Nancy Hamilton, Aaron Vickery Bullington, Sarah Pierce Ramey, Russell Clark III, Jonathan Frank, Penny Judd, and Denzel Armstrong. Can we please give them a round of applause? And lastly, I would like to congratulate all of the award winners tonight, as well as the class of 1973 Golden Grads.
Thank you, Dontrell. As previously mentioned, we have several members of the graduating class of 1973 with us tonight. Many of our Golden grads are wearing a medallion that was presented to them last evening. As I read your name, please make your way to the front to be recognized and take a photo with President Oldham. And also, please hold any applause until we get through the list so that everyone can hear everyone's name. George Boyd. Deborah Williams Bryant. Janet Gilliam Evans. Wayne Flatt. Donna Flatt. Roger Haggard. Ron Harris. Marcia Cole Huffman. Robert Bob Morgan. Brenda Barry Scrimshire. Rosemary Llewellyn Portwood. Glenn Vermillion, and David Williams. To the class of 1973, welcome to Tennessee Tech's Golden Grad Society. We are glad to have you back on campus this weekend. In 1975, the Tennessee Tech Alumni Association presented its first awards to outstanding alumni. Since then, more than 200 men and women have been named outstanding in professional accomplishments or service to the university, their communities, and their professions. Jonathan, if you'll join me, please. Jonathan Frank is one of our association board members. He's going to be helping me this evening. The Outstanding Young Alumnus Award honors alumni who have demonstrated excellence, achieved success and recognition, become ambassadors for the university, and inspired great pride among the faculty, staff, students, and alumni of Tennessee Tech, and all before the age of 40. Lamar Moore is recognized as one of Nashville's top 30 under 30 and top 100 persons in finance, and he says that his professional journey began right here at Tech, where he earned bachelor's and master's degrees in finance, served as a student athlete, and worked as an academic tutor. He later graduated from Nashville School of Law and has served in leadership positions with City National Bank, Bank of America, and First Horizon. Please join me in congratulating Lamar Moore.
Love you too. Hey, good evening, everyone. Well, this is my home, so I'm back at home. You know, it's always good to be here. I want to begin by saying thank you to TTU and the Alumni Association. Also, thank you to the man above who have blessed me for me to continue to move through life and continue to give him the glory in all that I do. I stand before you today filled with gratitude as I accept this outstanding Young Alumni Award. The biggest thing I'm grateful for, guys, is now I can let my wife know, like, I'm still young. Cause I try to tell her, I'm like, look, I got a young award. So, you know, when you have 3 kids, it ages you. And so, you know, still young. But on a serious note, I want to take this time. The recognition is not only a testament of my achievements since graduating, but also a reflection of the incredible education, support, and athletic opportunities that this institution has provided me. I'm truly honored to receive this award, and I would like to express a heartfelt thank you for a few people, departments, so I'm gonna kind of go through that list. As the old preacher used to say, he's like, I'm not gonna hold you long, but I'm gonna hold you strong. So I'm gonna be real short and just hold you strong. First and foremost, I would like to thank the faculty members, especially those in the College of Business who have played a significant role in shaping my academic and professional career. Their dedication to teaching and their commitment to the excellence have been instrumental in preparing me for the challenges in the real world. We had etiquette dinners, we had different capstones. There was a lot of stuff that prepared me for the real world. And as you alluded to earlier, I graduated with zero debt. You know, I played football, but I wasn't on a full athletic scholarship at first. And I still graduated debt-free, and that's a huge thing. Like, I hope when my kids get a little older, still like that, 'cause I'm like, you going to Tech. The knowledge and skills I acquired during my time at this university have been invaluable in my career and have set me apart from my peers. Furthermore, I'm grateful for the opportunities and resources provided by our athletic department. As I alluded to, student athlete, I played football here. We won a championship in 2011. As a student athlete, I had the privilege of representing Tech on the field and also bringing the city a championship. The coaches, department staffs, the trainers who guided me throughout my journey, which many are here today, Mark Wilson, Coach A stopped by, Coach Sam, they have developed my skills, but instilled in me more important values that I have applied to my professional career, such as being disciplined, teamwork, persevering. Those things taught me to continue to maneuver through my professional life. Not only that, but like being a husband, being a father, being a spiritual man, all those different principles kind of really impacted and helped me grow as I grew throughout my life. The lessons I've learned have been invaluable, and they've transferred to all aspects of my life. The support and camaraderie I experienced with the Tennessee Tech community has been invaluable. The shared experiences, the victories, the highs, the lows, all that has really made me into the man that I am today. I would like to thank my fraternal family, the Chi Lambda chapter of Omega Psi Phi. I have a lot of fraternity brothers here tonight as well. My brothers have played a significant role in shaping my life. Through my involvement, I have gained a sense of community, developed leadership skills, and built a network of supporting individuals that has transcended all throughout my life. And lastly, I would like to acknowledge the support of my family and friends. You know, many who are here today, you know, my wife, my kids, my in-laws, my cousins, my aunts, brother, sister, my Tech family, friends, you know, everyone in here have been instrumental. Their unwavering belief in my abilities and their constant encouragement have been the driving force behind my achievements, both academically and professionally. Their love and support have given me the strength to overcome challenges and pursue my dreams relentlessly. Moreover, we talked about family. I would say my mom, going back to that Tech family, I was a sophomore when I lost my mom, and I was a student here, and the Tech family wrapped their arms around me, the football team, the different teachers, and having that family home, away from home, because I'm from Nashville, being there to support and be there with you. I learned so much about Tech. Like, Tech resonates very deeply to me. I learned so much from my mother. She used to always tell me, son, it's not about you. And when you're a kid, I'm like, yeah, it is. You know, what you mean it's not about me? But as I matured through life, like that sentiment of like, it's not all about you was her teaching me about being humble, about giving back, about being compassionate towards others. And those are all things she embodied and that I continue to try to embody in my life and who have made me, and that's have made me to the person I am today. So with that, I'm deeply honored to be the recipient of this award, and I'm committed to continue to make a positive impact on the world around me and give back to my alma mater. So with that, thanks again, and you guys have a blessed night.
Be kind, drink coffee. That's the motto of the Exceptional Bean Coffee Shop, a nonprofit organization where founders Michael and C.G. England are making Cookeville a more inclusive place for individuals with special needs. The Englands say they hope to cultivate a community of inclusivity where all members have purpose and value. Oh, I actually forgot to read the part about the award. Let me read that again. Not that part again. Sorry. Okay, see, new, you gotta give me some credit here. The Outstanding Service Award honors individuals who have devoted significant time and effort in advocacy for the university, served as mentors or recruiters, and have supported campus and community programs in an exemplary way. And now that you've already heard about them, please join me in congratulating Michael and C.G. England.
You go first? I'm going to go first, guys. So first of all, I just want to say thank you so much to the Alumni Association. This is, as I have said repeatedly throughout the day, this has been an absolutely surreal day. We got to be the grand marshals of the parade. There are some people who knew me when I was originally here at Tennessee Tech in 1999 through 2006. That's a long story I won't bore you with. It could best be described as failure to launch. And so I made poor decisions. I was suffering the consequences of my poor decisions, if you can imagine that. And so I dropped out of Tennessee Tech, which is doing a disservice to dropouts, actually. I flunked out of Tennessee Tech. And so, hey, before I go any further, I want to say thank you to my mom and dad. I want to say thank you to my second mom, Kay. Abby Norris is here. I want to say thank you to the Steyer family that are here. And I just want to say Susan Wells, Doc Wells, and also my father-in-law, Chuck, is here. And so I just want to say thank you, guys. I love y'all. But May 20, oh, I'm sorry, my beautiful mother-in-law is here too. Good grief. Come on, listen, I'm nervous, and I'm going to tell you something. I told Dr. Sinkfield, y'all got like 3 hard hitters up here, dude. We got like overachievers on this list, and I'm up here. We got my wife, CG, and I'm the dropout in the group, dude. So, like, I'm nervous up here. Give me a break. And so, May 28th, 2015 was a day that I got sober. I had to make some tough decisions, and I had to decide, what I wanted to be, who I wanted to be, and I started to use words like gratitude. I started to use words like humility. I started to use words like discipline. And it was about this time, 6 months sober, I started to feel better about myself. I got a text message from an ex-girlfriend, and she said, are you still single? And I said, depends, are you divorced? And so, no, true story. And she said, no, idiot, do you remember C.G. Morrison? And I said, yeah, I remember C.G. Morrison. I'm a Kappa Sigma, she's a Kappa Delta, so we crossed paths. And then I pulled up C.G.'s Facebook, right? I'm going to do a little Facebook stalking. And she had just got back from Paris, France, right, in Europe. Now, listen, I'm trying to put my life back together. I'm 6 months sober. I had like $12 in the bank at that time. I couldn't take her to Paris, Tennessee, let alone Paris, France, right? And so I'm like, I'm going to waste this girl's time. So we go on our first date, and on the first date, I was like, I need to talk to you about some stuff, right? And I said, just everything I just said. I'm 6 months sober. I live in a basement apartment. I sell tires with my dad. Moondog, what's up? And I said, depending on what we get, you may have to split the bill with me. And I said, look, if that's something that you're interested in, we'll go on date 2. I said, listen, if you're not interested in that, I said, I'm not going to hold you up. Several awkward moments of silence, and she said, let's order something to drink. I've got some questions. And so then not long after that, we got married. And so, and so it was at this point, I'm gonna wrap this up. But it was at this point that we got to meet Becky Davidson. She is Rising Above Ministries, local nonprofit, and they specialize, their whole mission is to serve special needs families. We also got to meet the Steyer family through Ainsley's Angels, and that's my man Bradley Steyer back there. He's getting emotional. That's what he does. That's what I'm going to talk about in a minute. And so Ainsley's Angels is a national nonprofit that their sole mission is to include those in fitness activities and running events. And so I'm an avid runner. So for some of y'all that work at Tennessee Tech, I'm sure you've seen me run around campus in my excruciatingly short shorts. I apologize for that. Or you're welcome, however you want to feel about it. And so, no, listen. And so it was at this point, all these things are starting to fall into place, and I got back, I got re-enrolled at Tennessee Tech. I do have a degree from Tennessee Tech. I got that in 2019 through the College of Interdisciplinary Studies, and it was exactly what I needed at that time, which, by the way, we just figured out my golden anniversary will be in 2069. I'll meet y'all back here then. And then, so anyway, the College of Interdisciplinary Studies was perfect because it taught me about HR, it taught me about business. I didn't know it at the time, but we would soon be opening a coffee shop. And the one thing that we learned by spending time with special needs families is that the world is not built for them, right? They can't just go everywhere. And so it's very limited, the things that they get to do. And one of the things I learned from getting to know Bradley is that he desperately wanted to be employed. And this is something that I have taken for granted my entire life. Looking like I look, sounding like I sound, I can walk in almost anywhere, get an application, and I will at the very least be considered for employment. And so, Bradley, come on, dog. You're good. You're going to make me cry. So anyway, this is something that he desperately wanted. And so when you take it from, I looked at work as something that I had to do, okay? When you spend time with Bradley and you spend time with those that work at the coffee shop, you understand that working is something that you get to do. And so he has completely changed my life. I have learned more from him than he's learned from me, and he's my man. So I'm gonna wrap it up. I just want to say thank you so much. Wings up, Tech Yeah, all you guys getting these awards tonight, you're amazing. I was reading everything about y'all, overachievers, and you're incredible. And I'm so grateful to be in y'all's company. And Tennessee Tech, love you. Gold-blooded, baby. Let's go. Bradley.
This is our friend Bradley. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to follow that up, but I'm C.G. England. I graduated in 06 with human ecology. I moved to Atlanta for 9 years after I graduated from Tech, and I was desperately missing community, friendship, giving back, being fulfilled. On paper, my life, I checked every box. I had a successful career, I was making good money, and it was the definition of success that my 20-year-old self would have been happy with, but I was empty inside. So I ended up moving back to Cookeville, which I never thought I could do, because when I graduated in 06, I was literally peace up, A-Town down. Like, I could not wait to get out of Cookeville, move to Atlanta, start my life, and it was amazing, and I'm very thankful for that time, and I'm thankful because what I learned in my corporate career, I have brought into being a small business owner, and I am now successful because of my past, right? So after we got married, as Michael said, we got involved with local nonprofits, specifically targeting the special needs world. And we began to notice, like Michael said, the world was not made for our friends like Bradley. The world was made for us, right? Bradley wanted to work, Bradley wanted to hang out somewhere, so we came up with the idea to do a coffee shop, to do a nonprofit coffee shop, to employ our friends with disabilities, and to build a community for them. So we reached out to many people in this room, to our sorority sisters, fraternity brothers, and said, look guys, we've got an idea, we have nothing tangible, but we have a vision and we need you to support us. And people literally started writing checks. And we built the bean, and every single thing in the coffee shop has a plaque, and it has someone's name on it, and it was donated by our friends and our family and our Tech family. So without Tennessee Tech, I don't think I would be who I am today. I'm from Whitwell, Tennessee. I graduated with 83 people, first-generation college student. Tech was the place for me. Tech welcomed me. Tech made me who I am today, and I'm so thankful to be here. I can't believe I'm here. My GPA wasn't great, and I have to call on Dr. Rand. I'm sorry, Dr. Rand, you're the only class I ever struggled in, but I took you 3 times, and I finally got a C. And you know what? C's get degrees, okay? Okay. It wasn't Dr. Rand's fault. It was Excel's fault. It wasn't your fault, Dr. Rand. No, but I'm very grateful to be here. I can't believe I'm here. I can't believe we're sharing the night with these other gentlemen that are overachievers. I was reading and I'm like, holy cow, yeah. But we're so grateful. Thank you to everyone in this room. Thank you to my family. Thank you to my friends, everybody that is here. There's several of my sorority sisters in this room tonight, and we're just so grateful, and thank you very much.
The Outstanding Philanthropy Award honors visionaries, leaders, and workforce partners who give their time, talent, and treasure to the university. David Morgan has consistently given back to the university that awarded him several scholarships when he was a student and provided an education that launched a successful career. In 1984, David formed Lattimore, Black, Morgan, and Kane PC, now known as LBMC, one of the nation's top 30 accounting and professional service firms. As a thank you for what Tech did for him, David has made numerous contributions to scholarships and international travel, and in 2021 established the David K. Morgan Faculty Fellowship to recognize an outstanding faculty member in the accounting department. Please join me in congratulating David Morgan.
I'm a little older than some of these guys, so I got to put my glasses on. If you will indulge me tonight, I'd like to tell you a brief story of how I came here. In 1984, Rod Stewart sang a popular song that starts out, "Some guys have all the luck." I think that must have been written about me. I was born in a small town, Dayton, Tennessee. I grew up around grandparents, aunts, uncles, and many cousins. We went to school together, went to church together. It was a safe and encouraging environment in which to begin my life journey. My parents, Tom and Nancy Morgan, I get a little emotional when I talk about my parents. I'm sorry. We're working class folks. Their main accomplishment in life was to raise 3 boys and get them all educated. They valued education, even though my father only went through the 8th grade and my mother graduated from high school. They expected their children to get a good education, and each one of us did. My older brother Ralph got a 2-year engineering degree from Chattanooga State Technical School. I got my bachelor's from Tennessee Tech, and my younger brother Gerald went here for his pre-pharmacy work and then got his doctor of pharmacology in Memphis. So we all got educated, which was my parents' goal in life. Just a couple more words about my parents. My father may have only had an 8th grade education, but he was really educated on the beaches of Normandy and at the Battle of Bulge. I'm still amazed at what those guys did to provide freedom for me, my brothers, and all of us. It's amazing. He worked hard all his life as a truck driver, factory worker, and maintenance man. He was a great fix-it man. In fact, he had a hat that said, "If I can't fix it, it ain't broken." My mother was a homemaker until her boys were in school, and then she went to work at Kmart, running the hosiery department. If Kmart had hired more employees like her, they might still be in business today. She was strong-willed and unafraid to share her opinions with me or anybody else, a trait that she passed along to me. I went to Dayton City School for my first 6 years of education. The school was only a block from our house, so we walked to school every day. I had great teachers who taught me fundamentals and prepared me for real life. As I entered the 7th grade, my parents decided to move to Chattanooga, and I thought my world would end. Leaving that small town and the comfortable environment turned out to be the best thing that ever happened to me. It opened my eyes to opportunities and possibilities that I would not have had if I had not moved. Red Bank was a small suburb of Chattanooga, full of working class families like mine. Dads worked at DuPont and combustion engineering, and Mom stayed home and raised a family. Red Bank High School was blessed with great teachers, and I learned the fundamentals of English, math, history, and science from caring teachers who were truly interested in their students. In my junior year in high school, I was selected to attend Boys State, which was held here at Tennessee Tech. So I got introduced to the university at that time and realized, after realizing a bigger school was not the right fit for me, but still wanting to go away from home, get away from the parents a little bit, I found Tech to be a perfect fit. Getting a small but important scholarship from the Tennessee Tech Alumni Association of Chattanooga sealed the deal. and I was headed to Tech in 1970. Needing all the financial help I could get, I was glad that my work-study job, funded by the university, assigned me to the Department of Accounting. I was a gopher. I did whatever needed to be done. This meant I got to know Dr. Joe Thorne, head of the accounting department at the time, as well as other professors who included Dr. Don Cook, Dr. Jim Barker, and Dr. Ed Waters, names that some of you may know. These men were all excellent teachers, and even more, they cared about their students on a personal basis. I not only learned accounting from them, but I learned valuable life lessons. My minor at Tech was history, and once I was thinking about changing from accounting to history as my major, I asked Dr. Thorne what he thought about that. His response was, "Son, the woods are full of history majors." Needless to say, I continued in my accounting career, and this was likely the best career advice I ever got. Starting my career in Nashville with one of the large national CPA firms was daunting. I'd been a good student. I made all A's in accounting my whole career, and I passed the CPA exam on the first time. Despite that, I found that I had so much more to learn that it seemed to overwhelm me. However, the experience taught me the value of lifetime learning, which continues for me every day. I tell my grandchildren, I try to learn one new thing every day. One of my grandsons, Cole, recently asked me, "Granddaddy, what did you learn today?" Well, he was slightly taken aback when I had a specific answer for him. Hopefully, it encourages him to learn something new every day. After a few years with a national CPA firm, I ventured out with another Tech graduate, Bill James, who would love to have been here tonight but couldn't join us, to form the esteemed firm of Morgan and James. We didn't launch too far either, but I learned more things about the real business world in the 1 year that firm existed than I did in any other 1 year in my career. We merged into a new firm with some individuals that we'd worked with, and after a few years that firm split. In 1984, as was stated, we started what was originally called Lattimore, Black, Morgan, and Kane, but it's now just LBMC. That little firm started with 12 people in 1984. Today it employs 850 people, making it one of the top 30 firms in the United States. I'm very proud of what we've accomplished in that firm. I'm also very proud of my professional accomplishments. I served as president of the Tennessee Society of CPAs and served on the executive committee of the American Institute of CPAs, and also on the board of directors of the American Institute of CPAs, which is the national governing body for all the accounting profession. Today, my working career is winding down, but I still serve as the managing partner of LBMC Financial Services, and I really enjoy my interactions with both my partners and our clients. I also enjoy giving back and have served on the boards of the Nashville Symphony, several committees at Brentwood United Methodist Church, and now on 2 boards of the Tennessee Conference of the United Methodist Church. I also serve on the board of a small foundation in East Tennessee that was established under the will of Dr. James Barker, and that organization has done a wonderful job of supporting the education and community activities of a small, economically disadvantaged town. I'm proud that I've had the opportunity to serve on the board of a public company where I'm the chairman of an audit committee. My education at Tech served as the foundation for all these accomplishments. From the time I left Tech, I continued to support the school and especially the accounting department, both financially and by serving on a group advising the program. Tech students continue to be highly sought candidates, and I am always happy when LBMC hires recent graduates. With me tonight is my wife Janice, who works much harder than I do, and who keeps our social calendar full, supporting great causes around Nashville. Also, my 2 sons and their wives, Dave, Leah, Brian, and Jennifer, are with me as well. Of all my accomplishments in life, I'm most proud of raising 2 good sons, both of whom are better educated than their dad. They both have masters of accountancy, and I only have a bachelor's. They're good sons, good husbands, good fathers to my 4 grandchildren, who are the joy of my life. Life is good. I want to mention a couple of other folks who are with me tonight. First, my good friend from college, Mike Lawrence. Lifelong friends are a special blessing. And we always enjoy catching up with each other every time we meet. Also is from the School of Business tonight is Dean Thomas Payne from the College of Business, Dr. Richard Rand, who heads the accounting department, and Dr. Ann Davis, who is the current holder of the David Morgan Faculty Fellowship. I appreciate all of you all being here tonight. In closing, I want to thank Tennessee Tech for this very nice award. It's a big award, heavy too. Have always thought it important to support Tech because this is where my professional education occurred. All my professional success can be traced back to the excellent education that I received here. I will always be grateful to Tech for all it's provided to me, and I hope I can continue to provide the support that allows future students and faculty members to be successful. Thank you.
The Distinguished Alumnus Award is the most prestigious award given by the Tennessee Tech Alumni Association. It recognizes outstanding talent and is awarded to alumni who have achieved excellence in their field. Recognized scholar, pastor, and community leader, Reverend W. Anthony Sinkfield is an ordained elder in the African American Episcopal Church, has served as Dean of Students at Allen University in Columbia, South Carolina, and is currently the Associate Dean for Community Life at Wesley Theological Seminary in Washington, D.C. He conducts crusades and revivals worldwide and is sought as a lecturer and a panel participant for college campuses and community organizations to address the issues of the day. He is a founding member of Nashville Organized for Action and Hope, a citywide social action organization fighting for justice for the underserved. Please join me in congratulating Tennessee Tech's 2023 Distinguished Alumnus, W. Anthony Sinkfield.
Good evening. I want to say to whoever put the program together today, you made two significant mistakes. And the first of which is to bring a African-American preacher up behind the money man. So at this time, I'd like to lift the offering on tonight. Where are my ushers? I need my ushers. So the second mistake you made was to bring Lamar up. And Lamar said that the old preacher said, I'm not going to hold you long, but I'm going to hold you strong. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the old preacher. I think that it is in order for me to, before I share these recorded words, to salute a couple of friends of mine, both of which are pivotal to my being here on today, one of which was able to come on tonight, and that is the Reverend Lisa Hammonds, who has served with me over the course of my career in ministry, and who I think was also a part of recommending me for this prestigious award. The other is a dear friend who intended to be here on today, but because of a family emergency, and I desire your prayers for him and his family, the Reverend Alexander Gatson, who is my best friend, and who was not able to be here, and so we lift him. Now, before I express my gratitude for receiving this distinguished award, I want to extend my heartfelt acknowledgement to the people who have been instrumental in shaping me into the person I am today. It is important to recognize and appreciate the efforts of my parents, Katie Sinkfield, who is here, and Willie B. Sinkfield, who is in heaven, as well as my in-laws, or if you will, my in-loves, Richard and Catherine Russell, both of whom are here on tonight. My parents, Katie and Willie, have played a significant role in my life's journey. They did their best to support and guide me, and their presence and efforts have had a lasting impact on me. In addition, my in-laws, Richard and Catherine, have embraced me into their family with warmth and acceptance. And I want you to see, I didn't forget, you notice? I know. But you know, it was so fresh, you gave me a line. Thank you. Both their love and support have enriched my life in countless ways, and I'm deeply appreciative of the positive influence they've had on me. As we gather here today to celebrate this extraordinary moment, I want to take a moment to acknowledge my parents, again, Katie and Willie Sinkfield, and my in-laws, Richard and Catherine Russell, whose presence have contributed to the person I have become, and I'm grateful for their roles in my journey. Thank you all so much for being a part of helping me to be who I am. Now, I'm humbled and awestruck as the recipient of the Distinguished Alumnus Award from Tennessee Tech University. To say that I'm grateful would be an understatement. For this recognition means more to me than words can express. When I think back to my time at Tennessee Tech, I'm reminded of my journey from being a middle-of-the-road student athlete with dreams of becoming a professional football player under the leadership of Coach Jim Ragland to become the person I am today. I owe a debt of gratitude to this remarkable institution, which provided me with the foundation upon which I built my life's work. God has truly blessed me and empowered me in ways I could never have imagined beyond my time here at Tennessee Tech. Over the years, I have had the privilege of serving in the African Methodist Episcopal Church for 33 years, pastoring significant churches in 4 different states. My journey in the church has been a remarkable one, allowing me to rise to the position of presiding elder, to become a denominational influencer and assigner of bishops, and to contribute to the creation and framing of church law. My time at Tennessee Tech instilled in me the values and principles that guided me through this remarkable journey in the church. But beyond my service in the church, I have been fortunate to engage significantly in social change and world transformation efforts. I co-founded Nashville Organized for Action and Hope, the most preeminent social change movement in the city that is dedicated to making a positive impact on the behalf of the voiceless and the unheard in our city. I've also served as the Health Sciences and Behavioral Sciences Institutional Review Board at Vanderbilt University's Medical Center, and contributed to important initiatives like the President's Ad Council Faith Advisory Steering Committee on COVID-19 education and vaccines, and the Feeding America Faith Advisory Steering Group for the Biden administration. These experiences have allowed me to make a difference in the lives of many, and I'm grateful for the education and the values I gained at Tennessee Tech that enabled me to do so. In the world of the academy, I've achieved milestones that I could only dream of when I was left here as a 2.9 GPA student. I earned my Doctor of Philosophy, rose to the position of dean in 2 higher education institutions, became a critically published and respected writer, and had the privilege of being a beloved and honored professor. I've also been blessed to be named the 2020 Distinguished Alumnus for Vanderbilt University's School of Divinity. I attribute all of these accomplishments to the strong educational foundation I received at Tennessee Tech and the unwavering support of my professors and mentors. But ladies and gentlemen, if there is one thing that I believe truly distinguishes me as an alumnus of Tennessee Tech, it is my 34-year blissful marriage to my amazing wife, Christy Sinkfield, who is here on today. Together, we have poured our love and wisdom into the lives of our 3 incredible children, Joshua, Anna, and Anthony Jr., The two younger children are here with me as well, who are there now themselves unquestionable world shapers and changers. And now we have the joy of witnessing the next generation of world revolutionizers in our grandchildren, August, Adelaide, and Auden. It is in the warmth and love of my family that I find my greatest accomplishments and my greatest source of joy. I also cherish the memories of my time at Tennessee Tech, including especially the moment when I helped to recruit my baby brother, Gerald, who left this planet far too soon and too young in 2020, to come here and play football with me for 3 incredible years. Those were moments of shared dreams and achievements that I will always treasure. Additionally, I made some of my most incredible lifelong friends right here on the hallowed grounds of Tennessee Tech University. What better group of friends can there be than all of the Golden Eagles gathered in this space? These friendships have enriched my life in countless ways, and I'm grateful for the bonds of camaraderie that were forged during our time together. Tennessee Tech University has played an instrumental role in shaping the person I have become. It provided me with an education that goes beyond the classroom, instilling in me values of humility, integrity, and service. I am forever grateful for the foundation I received here and the opportunities it has afforded me. So as I accept this prestigious award, I want to express my heartfelt thanks to Tennessee Technological University, its faculty, its staff, and my fellow alumni. This honor serves as a reminder of the incredible journey I've been on since my time at this university. I'm deeply touched by this recognition, and I promise to continue striving to make a positive impact in the world, guided by the values I learned right here. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Sinkfield. I am honored to have had the opportunity to present these awards I didn't actually present them, to introduce them to the Outstanding Alumni Awards for 2023. And it was an honor to recognize the graduating class of 1973, our Golden Grads, and to be in front of all of you all tonight. Thank you for being here to celebrate our wonderful alums, and I appreciate everything all of you do. And thank you for joining us, and thank you for your support of Tennessee Tech.